Fed committee members talking about the 50 basis point cut potentially as a way, to advertise their availability to be the next Fed chair. This is getting to a numbers game. So I don't think, typically in a normal time, we wouldn't put too much emphasis on this latest news, but I think that this is a little bit more meaningful than what you would traditionally see.
Is it having an effect? I think that's the ultimate question for a lot of us in markets. When you look at market-based expectations of inflation, Seema, do you see them becoming unanchored in any way, shape or form off the back of these developments?
I don't think they're entirely becoming unanchored, but you are seeing this creep higher. So much is going to really depend on what the Fed chooses to do at the next meeting. A 25 basis point cut seems absolutely set in. If you're starting to veer to a 50 basis point cut, then I think you're going to get into slightly dangerous territory where people start to say, well, look, what in the economic fundamentals really justify that emergency size cut? And once you get to that point, then there's going to be question marks about inflation expectations. You get a push up in terms of term premia. Then you start to get to a point where actually the rate cut begins to backfire, and you could see the upward movement in 10-year Treasury yields and further up on the long end.
The Nasdaq Composite Index down 196, drop there of 0.9%. The Nasdaq 100 Index also down 0.9%, but the Bloomberg Mag 7 Index lower now by also down 0.9%, but the Bloomberg Mag 7 Index lower now by 1.3%. Apple among the Mag 7 down by 1.7%. We've got the 10-year at 4.27%. The 2-year right now, 3.71%. Gold up $30 the ounce. Profile drive to drive a key part of her turnaround plan. Sieg has been on a quest to shake up Citigroup's wealth business. Citigroup shares down now by 1.1%. Charles Plosser, the former president of the Philadelphia Reserve Bank, has died at age 76. Plosser became one of the Fed's most vocal policy hawks, warning that keeping rates near zero for too long would spur unwelcome inflation. Recapping, stocks lower, S&P down by 0.4%. For on-demand news 24 hours a day, subscribe. Subscribe to Bloomberg News now wherever you get your podcasts. Back we go to Washington. Once again, your hosts, Tyler Kendall and Michael Shepard.